Hey guys, this is Jared Pelly with NST Sports Performance, and I'm going to go over on how to progress this strength program that I'm going to provide for you. It's key. One of my favorite quotes is, without a plan, you're planning to fail. So I'm going to kind of teach you guys how to utilize a strength program, how to develop a plan with it, and then apply it to the program. So you're going to see on your paper different drills and exercises, one of which is a squat. So let's use the squat as an example. You're going to see a lot of times BB equals barbell. All right, barbell is the long bar, and then you're going to have DB, which is dumbbell, to where it's the weight you hold in your hands. Okay, so on a BB squat, barbell squat, I can't spell today, barbell squat, okay, you're going to see to where it might say do 12 reps, for example. Okay, so your goal, and you'll see 3 lines, 12 reps, 12 reps. Okay, so, and let's say the weight you choose is 100 pounds. And then 100 pounds, and 100 pounds. So, if you do your first set for 12 reps with 100 pounds, the second set for 12 reps at 100 pounds, and the third set for 12 reps at 100 pounds, the next workout you come in, you can go up in weight, you can go up 5 pounds, okay? Now that might not sound like a lot, but if you go up 10 pounds a week, be it 5 pounds every workout, in 4 weeks we've gone up 40 pounds, in 2 months we've gone up 80 pounds. That's a lot of weight. Now, you might say, well, how do I know a weight to choose? When you're first starting the program, you want to start with a weight that's actually too light. So if on a scale 1 to 10, if someone were to ask you how hard it is, your first workout should be around a 7 or an 8. You shouldn't lift a weight that's so heavy that it diminishes form, or you shouldn't lift a weight that's so heavy that you feel you just barely get your sets. Because what you're going to find is as you progress through the program, you're going to stagnate much quicker because you put too much stress on the body too fast. So if I were someone to ask me, when I go to squat and I did my 3 sets of 100 pounds, 12 reps, how hard it was, I'm going to tell them that was probably a 7 or 8. I could have maybe got even 10 more pounds, 15 more pounds, but it's my first workout, so I'm going to start a little too light. As well, rest period in between sets. You want to rest roughly on your bigger lifts, be it your bench press. Anytime you're squatting, you're bench pressing, or you're deadlifting, which you're not really going to see in this routine I developed for you, you want to rest 3 to 5 minutes in between your sets. The reason for that, you have a chemical in your body called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. You may have seen the supplement creatine. Creatine is a supplement that assists in ATP. Now, an Olympic sprinter, for example, I like to compare everything to, runs 100, roughly 10 seconds. And then you'll find that they won't run their next sprint for roughly 5 minutes. And the reason they do that is because they found that the chemical ATP, adenosine triphosphate, takes 5 minutes to recover. And if that's the case, if they would run, let's say if they only rested 3 minutes and their heart rate was down, they ran their 100, they would find that their time wasn't as fast as their first time. So what's the problem with that? The problem is they're not going to run the fastest possible time that they're capable of, which in turn is going to inhibit their ability to improve upon speed. Because the only way you go faster is to run at your fastest total speed. Same thing with getting stronger. The only way you get stronger is to put yourself in the best position to lift the heaviest weight you possibly can. So I see one of the biggest mistakes in strength programs, if your goal is strength, you need to lift something very heavy and you need to rest. It's not a conditioning workout. It's not where you lift something, you rest 30 seconds, do it again, rest 30 seconds, do it again. Now you're conditioning. Our goal is not conditioning, our goal is to be as strong as possible. So we want to lift the heaviest weight we possibly can, rest. A good indicator of when you're ready is when your heart rate literally feels like it's back to 0. And again, you're going to notice a lot of times that's 3 to 5 minutes. Okay? So, now on your smaller lifts, if you're doing biceps, triceps, shoulders, you might find that when you do shoulder presses or you do single leg Bulgarian split squat, you're probably going to want to rest 2 to 3 minutes, maybe even closer to 3. Now, if you're just doing biceps and triceps, a lot of times 1 to 2 minutes is fine. But again, I would rather you rest too long than too short, because our ultimate goal is to get stronger, and if you're tired and you can't lift a heavy weight, then we're defeating the purpose and our goal, which is strength. Okay? So, if we did our 3 sets, back to what we were looking at, if we squat 12 reps, 3 sets, the next time I'm going to do 105 pounds And then I'm going to shoot to hopefully get 12 reps. I'm just going to put an R. 12 reps. 12 reps. Okay, and 105. 105. And then next time, okay, I'm going to shoot for 12 again. If that's what my program asked for, I'm going to go to 110, 110, 110 for 12. And then one more, 110. Alright, so now let's say I get to a workout where my goal, my next time I do 115, and I do 12, 10, and then 9. Well, I don't have to go lighter, but the next time I come in, I have to do 115 pounds again until I can do 12, 12, and 12. Let's say I did 12, 12, and 11. Well, then I have to do the same weight again. I stay at that weight until I get my reps. So our goal every time we walk into the gym is to get better. We never want to do the exact same thing as our last workout, because if we do what we did our last workout, we'll be where we were at. So if you don't lift more weight, but you added reps, you did something positive that day. You created a stimulus within the body that it never felt before, and you made it better. So just because you didn't go up in weight doesn't mean you didn't get better. If you added reps, excuse me, drop my tab here, but if you added reps, you improved. Our ultimate goal is to do one thing: add reps or add weight. And if we did either or, we had a successful day. Okay. Now a lot of times you might see in the strength program to where you might have a squat on number 1, because you'll see a number 1. Okay. Okay, and then you'll see below that maybe a lat pull down. That looks like an R, but look at it as a P. Okay? What that means is, if you have 3 sets, your first set, you'll do a squat. Maybe it's 100 pounds for 10 reps. And then next time you go down the lat pull down. And what I mean by next time, after you squat, you shouldn't just stand around. We want to rest at 3 to 5 minutes. We still want to get something done within that time. So we're going to work on our back muscles, go to a lat pull down, and maybe we do 50 pounds for 10 reps, if that's what the program asks for. Okay? So with that, and then the next time we go up to 2, 2, 3, 3. So we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We're not just standing around and squatting. We're going to squat and do something else. And then that might not be, if there's nothing with that, then that's okay. Just do what the paper says. But if you ever see a 1 and there's 2 things within the 1, you do 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, and then you go 2, 2, 3, 3. That's called supersetting, to be specific. Okay? So with this strength program, our ultimate goal, again, rest 3 to 5 minutes in between your heavy sets. Rest 1 to 2 with your biceps, triceps, shoulders, and unilateral. Anytime you're doing single leg, that's a unilateral exercise, you might want to rest 2 to 3. Again, I would rather you rest too long rather than too short. That's one of the biggest problems with strength programs, is they rush the routine. Our goal is strength, and you can't lift heavy stuff if you're tired. All right? And then, when we're going through this program, let's talk about tempos. You always want to push on your big lifts, be it your squats and your bench presses, as fast as you can. If I'm squatting, I want to come up as fast as I can. If I'm benching, I want to press as fast as I can. Because one of the best ways to develop explosiveness as power and to recruit all the muscle fibers is just literally to try as hard as we can. But a lot of times what happens is, as athletes warm up, okay, and into warm-ups, you always warm up on all your sets. And if you're doing something for 100 pounds, you want to do maybe 1 to 2 warm-ups. If you're doing something for 200 pounds, you might want to do 3 to 4 warm-ups. If you're doing for 300 pounds, it might be 5 to 6 warm-ups. So roughly 1 to 2 warm-ups for every 100 pounds. Okay? And then when we're doing this, when we're lifting the weight, we want to make sure that when we come down, we control down for 1, 2. So if we're bench pressing, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to drive up. 1, 2, 3, pause, drive up. Okay, we're shoulder pressing, explode. Actually, the shoulder press, that's an isolation movement, meaning we're focusing on one muscle. We're going to come up, 1, and then we're going to come down, 1, 2, 3, pause, 1. Now, if we're squatting, it's a big movement. It's going to have a vertical. We're going to come down, explode, control down, explode. All right? And one of the biggest problems with strength programs is they look good on paper, but when the athlete goes to work out, they look horrible. And if you look horrible, that's going to transfer to horrible results. So make sure you learn proper form and technique. Make sure you take some of the tips that I'm giving you in this video on how to perform the strength routine. And if you have any more, feel free to contact me via email or phone. Email's info@nstsports.com, or phone number is 304-218-4330. Thanks, guys.